Hello and welcome back to Bite-Sized Books. If you're new to the channel, my online handle is Minimac. My government name is Ashley. You can call me whatever you like. Today I am going to be reviewing Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. For this summary, I decided to break this down into two separate 6-part portions, if that makes sense. The first 6 things are essentially concepts or ideas to get behind relating to the book. And then the other 6 are 6 actual steps to take to try to bring in those riches you're looking for. So the first 6 I'm actually getting from some research I found on clickup.com. They did like a blog style summary of the book. Number 1 is to believe in the power of the subconscious mind. Number 2 is that achievement begins with desire. Number 3 is to consider investing in some mastermind groups. 4 is to practice stubbornness. 5 is don't be afraid of failure. And 6 is to have a positive mindset. Those are the 6 pearls of wisdom I picked up from ClickUp anyways. It's actually a pretty decent article. I think I'll link it in the description below. Now for the 6 steps that I wrote down from the Audible. Number 1 is to be definite with the amount of money you want. Number 2 is to determine exactly what you would give in return for the money you desire. In brackets, I put nothing in this life is free. Number 3 is to establish a definite date for the money in which you desire to possess. Number 4 is to create a plan to carry out your desire and to begin at once, whether you're ready or not to put this plan into action. Number 5 says to write out a clear and concise statement on the amount of money you wish to acquire, the name and the time limit for its acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for the money, and describe clearly in the plan on how you intend to accumulate it. Number 6 says to read your written statement aloud twice daily, once in the morning when you wake up and once before you go to bed. And as you are doing it, this is just like with breaking the habit of being yourself, you've got to believe it, feel it, see it as if it's already happened. So just to run through this and give you an example of what I did for myself, be definite with the money amount you want. I went with $11 million. Seemed a little bit excessive, but I could totally justify spending that. And that's not just for me, that's for like my friends and family and, you know, my future. Determine exactly what I'll do to give back. Well, I feel like I've already been doing that with my YouTube channel. Whenever this does take off, it would be nice to have like personal development retreats and things of that nature. There's tons of stuff that I want to do to give back. It's just I require some more resources to do it. As you can tell, my production value is affordable, we shall say. Establish a definite date. That was one that I kind of struggled with because it seemed to be dependent upon my mood at the time and whether I was feeling optimistic or pessimistic. Sometimes I'd say 1 year, sometimes I'd say 3 years, sometimes I'd say 5 years. I'm sure that inconsistency is not helping me, but I'm just letting you know where I'm at with this process. So I guess my written statement would look something like, I, Ashley Mackenzie, intend to acquire $11 million within less than 5 years. I plan on putting out personal development and motivational content on the internet, as well as, you know, sharing everything that I've learned and that I continue to learn with people that I'm crossing paths with. Just constantly being of the mindset of giving rather than taking, right? I can give this knowledge to myself and I can give this knowledge to other people. And if other people didn't share their knowledge, I wouldn't be here sharing what I've learned from them. Now, I will say that this book is over 10 hours long, 10 hours and 15 minutes to be exact, on Audible, which is quite a long listen. If you're somebody that's already spent a lot of time in the personal development books, and you already know about matter and energy and all of that and manifesting and everything, I think maybe just these 6 steps may be all that you need. It definitely wasn't a tough listen. I will say that much. It was a fairly easy listen. I just don't know that it needed to be over 10 hours long. I really do feel like breaking them down into these 6 points is more than sufficient for somebody who is well-versed in manifesting and spirituality and personal development. Do I recommend the book? I suppose if you're highly, highly, highly driven by material things and finances, then yes. This was more something that I was just kind of choosing to dabble in. Let's see what it looks like. Of course, I want a life of abundance, and I'd love to have, all the money in the world fall from the sky, but it is certainly not the most important thing to me. So while I'm glad I did take some tidbits away from this that could help me going forward with creating abundance, it was a pretty long book that didn't need to be as long as it was. So obviously, I'll leave it up to you to form your own opinion. And like I said, if you're one of those people that is very, very, very driven by material things, then this could, possibly be the most inspiring book you've ever come across. But if the material things aren't all that important to you, which I'm not sure. I mean, I guess if you're looking up Think and Grow Rich bite-sized books or synopses or whatever, maybe you do have an interest in it. And no judgment, of course. I mean, everybody has what motivates them and what they prefer. And I just personally think that there are better books out there to teach you how to manifest without being so locked into the material, without being so caught up in, exactly $11 million or whatever it may be. So I'll leave it to you to determine if you think that the book is for you or not. I hope you found this review helpful and appreciated it. I certainly appreciate you for stopping by. If there's any books you would like me to review, let me know it down in the comments below. I am definitely open to suggestions, constructive criticism, whatever it is you guys got to say. Thank you so much for your time. I'm wishing you peace, love, and light, and saying bye for now.